Howdy folks, I'll be showing my current 5-step workflow from AI generated image to CNC carved piece in this video. It will not be a step-by-step tutorial, but more of a general breakdown of one of the ways I make CNC patterns. This is my 5-step workflow. This is the workflow I am using today. AI technology is advancing at a crazy fast pace, so who knows what I'll be using tomorrow, but for today, this is what I am using. Step 1. Generate the AI image. I am using a locally installed Comfy UI on an RTX 3060 laptop. My AI model of choice is Flux Schnell for two main reasons. I've gotten okay results from it, and the generated image can be used commercially under its license. It is not the fastest and probably not the best. There are several new models out there, but for today, it is what I'm using. I start with a very basic and simple prompt for what I'm looking for. I then start adding or removing descriptors depending on what the model is producing. I may iterate several times until I get something close to what I'm looking for. It may take many attempts to get the result I'm happy with. Not a fast or efficient process, but since I'm doing this on my local machine, I can iterate as much as I want to finally get what I need. I'll save the images I like and pick the one that I believe is the closest to what I need. Step 2. Generate the AI depth map. I am using a locally installed Marigold depth map generator. Again, not the fastest depth map generator out there, but I tend to get good results. Depending on what the computer is doing, it could take a bit of time to create the depth map. The quality of the depth map will vary depending on how well the model understands what it's looking at. Step 3. Create geometry from the depth map. I primarily use Blender to create the mesh from the depth map. Occasionally I will use ZBrush, but only in special use cases. ZBrush can have insanely dense meshes and has an outstanding retopologizing tool, but for normal meshes, Blender works great. It is the same process I have shown on previous tutorials, where I go step by step. I will not break it down here, but you can reference the previously mentioned tutorial. Step 4. Cleaning up the model. Here is the meat of the process. If you're very lucky, the generated mesh is exactly what you want or need. In my experience, 9 out of 10 times the model will need some work. I primarily use sculpting tools to raise or lower heights in different areas of the model. The primary brushes I will use are the smooth brush, crease, clay brush, flatten, and inflate brushes. Additionally, I will add elements by appending other models or modeling elements into the scene. If the model contains elements I don't want, I will remove them using sculpting or box modeling as well. At the end, if you added a lot of elements or have a non-manifold geometry, you can always create a rendered height map and then create new geometry for the final model. Step 5. Export to STL and carve the pattern.